Hello, hello, you beautiful souls. Welcome to my channel. My name is Michelle. We talk all things life, love, spirituality, law of attraction, and all of that juicy goodness. I am an intuitive card reader, a manifesting coach, a Reiki practitioner, a life path mentor. I help guide you through tough life transitions like grief, changing jobs, leaving relationships, entering new ones. I love doing relationship readings. So I am here to pull some cards for you all for this week. We are coming into my birthday week. My birthday is on Friday. I will be 40 and I am celebrating my journey and how far I've come. I've come so far. I cannot believe I'm here on YouTube doing my passion, doing my spiritual work that I always kind of kept hidden and was scared to share with the world. And here I am being me unapologetically, and I'm here to inspire you to do the same. And that's why I love being a life path mentor, because I like to guide people out of the discomfort of their lives, and their soul is banging on the inside of their bodies saying, leave this place, leave this job, leave this relationship, let's go do our mission. And I can help you discover what that is. I can help you transition out of those situations and trust yourself and trust the universe that it will show up with the breadcrumbs to lead you along your path. So let's see what the energy is for this week. I'm feeling guided to use my charms first. Let's see. First, whoa, hello. I preach this. We always open sacred space. So I have Palo Santo here. It's one of my favorite scents. I love sage, but I like the smell of palo better. So that's why I tend to use this in all of my readings and all of my sessions and my Reiki sessions. Archangel Michael, Archangel Metatron, please open sacred space. Please only allow the highest and whitest light messages to come through. Any other lower vibrations, you are no longer welcome. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Open our hearts, eyes, and ears to the messages that we need to hear today. Please give us the strength to move forward on our path if we are being called to take a leap of faith, to leave a relationship, a job, an old way of being, an old habit. Please give us the strength. Jump into our bodies, beautiful light beings, and move us. That's what I always used to say when I took my first leap of faith to leave my teaching job after 14 years. I remember sitting at my desk and I typed up my letter. It was a Wednesday. I had no intention of giving it to the principal that day. Something jumped into my body. I grabbed my keys off of my desk, went to the printer, grabbed the letter, and just went right to the principal's office. And I was like, Joe, I need to do this. I am sorry. Please don't try to talk me out of it. I know what I want. I'm following my heart. I'm so sad to leave. Thank you for all these opportunities over the 14 years. And I taught with him in the beginning, and then he ended up being a principal in the end. So he knew me and understood me and knew my story. So I knew that looking back, I'm like, how did I do that? How did I take my letter to him out of nowhere? Something jumped into my body. And I wasn't that strong with prayer back then, but it was time. And I can offer you the same comfort. If you're about to take a leap of faith, if you know you need to leave something, you can trust that something beautiful will move you to do it when the time is right. And you will always, the next week, the next day, the next month, you'll always think, should I have done that? Oh my gosh, I want to go back. I need to go back. I need to go back. You will always have that. That's part of the leap. And you have to trust the reason why you're going back is because you're scared of the unknown. Your body is screaming, saying, we cannot go into the darkness. We don't know what's there. So a lot of people do go back. I was one. I went right back to my job. I went to a different school 2 months later because I was terrified and I didn't have the guidance. So if you are somebody who's in that boat, and this happens in relationships all the time, people leave and then they think they can't live without that person because they're scared of the unknown. But in the unknown is where your desires are. It's where your true love is. It's where your bliss is. It's where all the excitement is and the magic. So if I can be a guide to all of you in that in-between phase where you leap, and I can be the person that is the wall that's saying, can't go back, I'm not going to let you go backwards because we're going forward, and I can show you that what is coming for you is better than you could have ever imagined. Okay. And God in the universe is going to bring it to you regardless. And if you wait too long, it'll bring it to you and it might destruct things for you. But if you take the leap and leave, it's a whole heck of a lot smoother. Trust me. Okay, so let's start with some messages. Well, you're going to use my deck to start. The Ever Unfolding Heart. It's available on my website if you would like to purchase it. Did one just flip? Nope. All right, universe, if we're meant to have that one, please bring that one back. We're going to use this one. What would your inner child want to do today? Go to the playground, movies, paint, be outside, strap your little self in the seat next to you and go and go. Self-love is needed now and always. All right, so the first message is inner child work. Where are you needing to nurture your inner child? Let's do another one. Do you know that your heart is a magnet? When it beats with joy and love, you are attracting everything you desire. You are full of magic. Your heart is your magic wand. Use it. All right. So inner child, knowing that when you feel good, when you nurture your inner child, when you go to a playground, when you go get ice cream, when you go get Slurpees or whatever you love to do, when you're getting outside and being playful, that's when you become a magnet. That's when you start to see your desires start to show up because you're vibrating at such a high level of joy, like a little kid. You attract everything in that state. So let's see what you're attracting. What are we attracting this week, universe? Well, that was quick. This card came out before too. This card came out in the full moon reading, I believe. Or no, the reading that I just posted yesterday. It was a short weekend reading. The Hanged Man. So we're in a lull. We're in a waiting phase. We're kind of waiting to see. And this is kind of like what I was just talking about. We took the leap of faith and now we're hanging. And we're like, where are we going next? That's perfect. Thank you, guys. That was a good one. What can we expect in the waiting? Strength. You are learning your strength. You are seeing that, wow, if I took a leap of faith, I am completely putting all of my faith in myself and in God and the universe. She's a badass. She's half lion, half woman. She's got the lamb by her side who holds a message from spirit. The lamb is my spirit animal for August, and that means that there's going to be a message coming in for me. Maybe a message towards a new path, a new career, expanding my YouTube, expanding my creative endeavors. But I'm going to be getting a message soon. And I think I've already gotten it, but I'm just waiting it out to see if there's more coming. But yeah, you are being tested. Your strength is being tested and you are hanging here, having to wait. Patience is the hardest lesson to learn in life. I have 2 seahorses on my wall because my hardest lesson is to be patient. When we leave things, when we're starting something new, we have to wait for things to unfold for us. We cannot rush it. And I am a pro, at least I like to take pride in this. I'm a pro in guiding people in the waiting phase. So if you're in that in between, you can call me and book a session and I can say, hey, yep, that's normal. Yep, you're good. Stay there. If you're having an anxiety at 3 a.m., that does not mean you wake up and you quickly go out and apply for a million jobs after you just left yours. That anxiety is just your body acclimating to this new normal. And it's okay. But we need somebody to sit here and tell us that, right? I'm your girl. I can tell you. I've been down that road a couple times and I was made to guide you through it now. The star card, you are wishing upon a star. You are a spiritual being having this physical experience and you're realizing that, oh my gosh, I can co-create my life. I can ask for things and they can arrive. She's literally holding a string that's tying her to the universe. She knows she's one with the universe. And all she has to do is give a quick little tug on that string and say, hey, God, I would love, if this is for my highest good, can you please bring me this? Can you bring me that? And she's just praying and asking and leaving it up to the universe to bring it to her. And she knows if it doesn't come, then maybe it's not time yet, or maybe it's not for her highest good. maybe there's a plan even bigger for her. Because her heart is a magnet. What do you want to call in? That childlike energy is what is always that's a great message. Thank you. The childlike energy is always what is keeping you tied to the universe. If you can be in your inner child joy as much as you can, you will stay connected and in alignment. And that is why, for me, the way I live my life, I always have music playing. I am always doing something to lift my energy. I am in a childlike energy as much as I can. I'm playful with my words. I am smiling with neighbors and coworkers and people. I just said coworkers. Back when I taught, I was always bringing the kid-like energy. And this is funny because this card, the Three of Cups, came out. I saw it at the bottom of the deck as I was filming, and I was like, oh, I should take that. And I was like, no, I'll shuffle. Well, here it is. The universe wants us to have it. This is a celebration. Coworkers, you are coming together with your soul tribe, whether they're friends, family, workers, whatever it is. You are manifesting collaboration. You are coming together with the people that you're meant to do your service together with. And you've attracted them. And maybe that's what you're waiting for. So we're taking a leap from one thing to another, and then we're going to come together with everybody that we're supposed to be with. So in order to find the soul tribe, we have to leave some other relationships, whether it's friendships, coworkers, partnerships. But in the waiting, you have to rest knowing that this will show up when it's meant to show up. And you can manifest it. You can call these people in. Use your strength. All right, let's do one more. Sorry, the perfectionist in me likes to make sure all the cards are straight. The old me used to spaz about it, and I would have like an irritability if things weren't perfect, but now it's like, whatever, I just do it because it looks really pretty. Okay, so we have Six of Swords. She is on a boat, she's packed her bags, and Spirit is guiding her out of that mess. So if you're needing to leave some sort of mess in your life, you're being guided. You're on the boat, your bags are packed, and you're in the unknown. You don't know where you're going, but Spirit has you. See the strings? The crows are Spirit. If you love birds, if you're connected to birds, this message is for you. You can jump on this boat, not know where you're going next, and trust that these birds will take you. I always say the most spiritual people are people that are drawn to birds. And a lot of times they live their life in an unconscious state, in an unconscious state, and they don't even know why they're drawn to these birds, but it's a spiritual connection. Birds are very, very spiritual. Okay, speaking of birds, let's do an animal deck. And I don't know if you guys ever get this, but right now I can barely see out of my right eye. I don't know if you've ever heard of floaters, but it's like a blurry little, like, it's just my vision gets blurry on one side. And this always happens to me when my hormones are changing or when I'm losing weight. Usually it's when I'm losing weight. So I don't know why I'm sharing this, but it's also, I'm a feeler. So I have to pay attention to every little thing that happens to me, but I've learned, and I think that maybe this will help somebody else out. But if you get these floaters in your eyes, it's usually your hormones are changing. Your body fat levels are either rising or lowering, and your hormones are adjusting to that. So pay attention to your weight this week. If you're getting floaters like me, most likely you are dropping weight and your vision goes blurry for maybe like 20 minutes and then it goes away. So mine is blurry right now. So if I struggle to read, that is why. Okay, so we have the oyster. You are being cracked open. What is inside your oyster? You guys know it's a beautiful pearl. So it's like your treasure at the end of all of this is coming. So when you take the leap, when you call in your soul tribe and you're collaborating, that's the treasure that's waiting for you at the end of this. That's your pearl. I just got guided to do the charms. So this week, we're focusing on our inner child. We're doing things with joy. We are in the lull if we've taken a leap or we're kind of in this like, I don't know where my life is going phase. It's okay. Be patient. You're learning your strength through this. You're learning your faith and trust in the universe. You are manifesting and wishing and calling in what you want. And the collaboration is going to arrive. You're going to be guided by spirit to leave. You can trust. You can jump in the boat and know that your pearl is waiting for you. Whether it's a person, a beautiful human being that loves you, a new job, a treasure, maybe inherited money. Okay, we have the turtle, a music note, and a key. So obviously we know the turtle represents a slow-paced energy. Things are moving slowly, but you can trust it. Music, you are being guided by the words of music. So pay attention. I always call them manifestation songs. Whitney Houston, Phil Collins, a bunch of oldies music. You guys know what music resonates for you. But if you're hearing certain songs and you're like, I feel like the universe is speaking to me, trust it. Your guides and angels always are using music to talk to you, or your loved ones who've passed away. And then the key, new doors are opening. You just got the key to that new house, to that new car, to that new relationship. You just got the key to somebody's heart. My dad always used to say, Michelle, you have the key to my heart. And I love, every time I see keys, I think of him. And I know my one neighbor, she lost her son. So she always finds keys too. And that was his message. I did a reading for her briefly the one day outside randomly. And I was like, your son wants me to tell you that he sent you keys. And she's like, I find keys all the time. So I feel like that message was for her too. I'm going to do two more. Okay, how perfect. Somebody going to the beach. We have a seashell and a mermaid. So either somebody's going to the beach, or this is saying you're a mermaid and the grass isn't always greener. The mermaid thinks she's always going to be happier with legs and on land, or maybe she is, but you get to create it. You are this magical mermaid and you can manifest your life in whatever way you want it. But if you end up not getting those legs, you have to appreciate where you are. We are always happy where we are, right? We are not trying to wish ourselves out of situations. We're finding gratitude and saying, hey, this is not for my highest good. I'm going to take the leap. Please show me the way, jump in my body. And maybe you're needing to go to the beach to have a little vacation time in this lull period. It's summer where I live, so maybe get yourself out by some water, relax a little, maybe take a bath if you can't get to a lake or to an ocean or to the ocean, but rest your body in water. All right, last card. We're going to do an animal card to end this reading. The unicorn. Awaken to your soul's potential. This is an ascension card. You are ascending. So you might be experiencing ascension symptoms. If you've never heard of it, Google it. You can get headaches, dizziness, ringing ears. You might start to see like your third eye might start to open, which a lot of times your third eye opening can look like this. It can look like almost like an acid trip or a psychedelic wah, wah, wah. That's your third eye blasting open, which is your connection to spirit. You'll start to see more numbers. You'll start to feel more things. Your heart chakra might be opening. You might be falling in love with like everything in life. And you're just like, why do I love animals and trees so much? That's ascending. You are awakening and your soul is activating and you're like, oh my gosh, this is so awesome. So this might be happening for some people this week. You might be going through a spiritual awakening and you can trust it. And if you're starting to have these symptoms and you need guidance, please message me. I do one-on-one readings. I do one-on-one coaching. Like I said, I guide people through these situations. I know there's a family in my community, in my circle right now, who's going through an awakening. There's a couple of them in one family going through an awakening. And it's been such a joy to be able to be a guide for them and to offer them Reiki and do some healing with them. So if this is you, reach out to somebody. Don't do it alone. Educate yourself, look up videos online, but your physical body will start to feel things when you're awakening. And then everything else will follow. Your heart will open. You'll start to feel more love for people. You'll love nature. You'll start to love animals. You'll start to be more present. You'll ask yourself these big questions like, what's the point of life? Or what is life? What are we doing here? And then unfortunately, after that phase, that could last like a couple of weeks, then we go into the dark night of the soul, which can be a really depressing time. But if you have guidance, it doesn't have to be that bad. So we go into the dark night of the soul, then we go into the void where we feel like the universe leaves us and there's no signs anymore. And you're like, where did all the numbers go? Where's all the synchronicities? Why do I feel like I'm alone and I don't know where I'm going next? But right after the void is the breakthrough. That's when you come out of the cocoon and you're this butterfly and you're like, I went through my spiritual awakening and I made it. And there was so much destruction and I had to break down who I thought I was and step into this new being. And now I'm ready to do my purpose and my mission. And if you're at that phase right then, where you're in that lull and you're in the void, the hangman energy, and you're about to step into your purpose, trust that you will be guided. You will get the steps at just the right time. Again, if you need help, you can message me because we can't do it alone. I had a mentor. I still have a mentor, but I started with her, I think it was like 4.5 years ago. I would not be where I am today without her. At 11 o'clock at night, when I was having major anxiety during my dark night of the soul, I needed somebody to text, and she was that for me. So if you need that guidance, hit me up. I would gladly be your mentor and guide you through your awakening. All right, lovies, like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell, help me get this message out there. I want to reach as many people as I can with these readings. I don't want people suffering and going through their awakenings alone. I hope you all have a fabulous week. Thank you so much. And I'm sending you all the love. Peace out.